Amad Diallo. Need I say no more about Amad Diallo? Amad, this team is yours. They can tell me about Mbuemo. They can tell me about Saka. They can tell me about Salah. Amad, it's yours. Nobody else's. It's yours. This team is yours, Amad, because I don't see anybody trying to rise. And that 12-minute hat-trick, it flattered to deceive the result. It flattered to deceive the result completely. Completely lifeless performance, another tootless performance. I was looking at the beginning of the game. I saw Bednarek. Do you remember the last time we saw Bednarek at OT? 9-0. I think he even scored an own goal in that game. Bednarek. I saw Bednarek. I was looking at the starting 11. Let me look at the starting 11 again. Bednarek. Who's this man? Bree. Dibbling. There wasn't much to this Southampton team. And we are talking about, pound for pound, one of the worst Premier League teams to ever grace the league. After 20 games, 6 points. They're very unfortunate to not end this night on 6 points. And if it wasn't for Amad, I don't even know. We would have been having a different review. The one thing with Manchester United is, it's probably the most bipolar team to do content on. It's really the most bipolar team to do content on, because I'm sitting there at halftime and I'm ready to just go in on a lot of guys in this team. A lot of people in this team right now, Old Trafford's too loud for them. It's too big for them. They can't handle it. And it's very evident. We could see at the Emirates, we could see at Anfield, they were grinding. They had belief. They had an idea that they could win. This game, shit the bed. Completely shit the bed. Against Southampton. 6 points, boys. 6 points. And for them to up the ante in this game in minute 80, I'm sorry, I have such a mixed opinion about this result. But I'm so happy for Amad Diallo. Amad, I want to tip my hat off to you, but I can't right now because I don't have a trim. You've persevered in this team. From the failed loan move to Feyenoord because you were injured, to the bad loan move at Rangers, to going to Tyneside and making them all fall in love with you in Sunderland, to survive in Ten Hag. Ten Hag, the crimes you have already paid for are not enough. We nearly lost Amad. Amad was nearly gone. He was nearly out of here. Gone. New contract for Amad. Our main talisman. He's the franchise. Give him what he wants. Give him the 7. Rip it off Mount's back. Rip it off his back. Amazing performance from Amad.
Well done, he's 13.
Manchester United 3, Southampton 1. And you may look at that result and think, yeah, United did their thing. This is it. Amorim's arrived. He's did his thing. But it flatters to deceive the result. In all honesty, it flatters to deceive. One thing I'll say is, from the start, when I was looking at the team selection, I'm one for giving Amorim the grace and, understanding that he needs to go through this transitional phase at the moment. But one thing I really grinds my gears is the selection sometimes at the moment. We saw off the back of the Arsenal match, a lot of positives came from Xerxes. And I've been one of the biggest critics about Xerxes, but he was the focal point. But we will get into that. We'll do a quick match review. Southampton started well. The first 20 minutes, they started very well, very front-footed again. Sulemania was an absolute terror to Euro. An absolute terror to Euro. And we'll get into Euro later, but he was an absolute terror for Euro. Dibbling, I really like Dibbling. Good decisions, but otherwise, a bit similar to the Arsenal game. Not much to go off of in the first half, I don't think. United were looking very shaky at parts. Sometimes it looks like we just can't, in some games, it looks like we've adjusted to that back three. And then sometimes it looks like they just look so hesitant. They just look so flat. There was one point where De Ligt was in a 1v1 versus Sulemana and he kind of backed off. And ironically, that's because Euro was getting cooked. He was getting cooked. Play after play after play on the wing, getting cooked. I like Dibbling a lot in the first half. Dibbling, his decision-making is very good. He's a player that has about 2 goals in the league. He's been linked to us. I would see him as a developmental player, but, Dibbling, you passed the audition. I rated Dibbling in this game. I really liked him. Boys, like, again, it goes back to the front line, the front three. Like, Garnacho's not finished. Garnacho misses an open net, an open goal. I don't know what to say. Just when you think this front three can't do any more damage, they miss sitters, and that's what I say can't be understated. To have a player, to have a top striker that can just pull you out of situations at any given moment is so understated, because we have guys in our team, in our attack, missing sitters, missing open nets. What's going on, boys? I've talked about the fundamentals of the game. I've talked about whether you have talent or not in the game. That's just common sense, to put your foot out on the ball and place it. Easy work. I don't understand it. Garnacho misses in the 18th minute. The first half wasn't too eventful for me. It was the same shaky United performance. I tell my boys sometimes the rule of thumb with Manchester United is wait till minute 35 or even after the 45th minute to see how we play. Looking shaky once again. Onana had a double save, excellent double save, but then Onana did what Onana does best then. End of the first half, we concede. I think Onana personally should have done better, but goes back to set pieces. I don't understand this team's flaw with set pieces. Southampton have barely scored any goals from set pieces, and we're the first one. Like, if you want to increase your statistics with goals from corners, just come to OT. Come to OT. We will sort you out. Because how am I seeing Southampton score a set piece on us? And Onana should have did better. I don't understand it. Like, who's the set piece coach for us? Yeah, so the set piece coach, Carlos Fernandez. Brother, what are you doing on the training ground? We're conceding easy goals from set pieces. Easy goals from set pieces. I don't know. The first half, nothing to really take away from it. Second half, then, Suleimania was sauteing. He was frying. He was grilling. He was boiling Euro. Jesus Christ. I really did not think from after that we could get a result. I really did. I thought it was the same Manchester United team would see that don't rise. And this is the thing with Manchester United players right now. Old Trafford is too big for them. Old Trafford is too loud for them. You see how the performances go away. You see how angsty and how the tension raises with our fan base with the bad performances. I do have to question sometimes if our players are actually ready. Like, if our players are actually ready to wear the shirt, is the shirt too heavy at Old Trafford? Because I don't know what happens to them. I feel like Xerxes getting booed is very symbolic of how these players feel in Old Trafford and how the fans feel towards players at Old Trafford. There's fear instilled. There's fear instilled in the players. They freeze up. I don't see the same team I see away as opposed to the team that I see at home. I don't see the same team. That's not the same team for me that performed at the Emirates. It's not the same team that performed at Anfield for me. There's a deep-rooted psychological issue with these players playing at Old Trafford. And I don't know if they're looking for a psychologist. Hey, I don't do psychology, but I'm pretty emotionally intelligent. I can chat to these guys. What's wrong with them at OT? One of the most historic... Old Trafford is a pantheon. It's a temple. It's a fortress. It's supposed to be a fortress. Rooney and Ronaldo, two-man steps every single week against relegation fodder. Rooney and Ronaldo, 1-2 touches, dancing around Bolton Wanderers. Dancing around Charlton. Dancing around a number of teams in the league. And now you have players that panic. You have players that shit the bed. What's even really to be said at that point? But yeah, brother. That Anthony miss. I'll say it once, I'll say it again, I'll say it 3 times. These are basic fundamentals to the sport. Why are you sliding? Why do you have to go to ground? I know Amorim's putting you wing back and putting you in defensive training. Stop tackling the goal mouth, bro. Just place it. Just place the... brother. Just place it in the net. These are fundamentals. God. I'm smiling now, but this could have been very, very different if we lost the game. This review could have been very, very, very different. But again, uneventful. We kind of come alive then when a few changes are made. Collier, he impressed me. Again, more physicality, more legs in the team because... brother. We were getting cooked by Oguchukwu and Joe Aribo. We were getting cooked. So to have Collier in the midfield for a few more legs, that could only help. Xerxes came on. Xerxes, we have to give credit to. Xerxes was a focal point to a lot of what we started in the attack, and I saw a bit of credit kind of come his way amongst other people. It was a good game. It was a solid game for Xerxes. Really, really liked his performance. He's been good, I'd say, maybe since the humiliation ritual at Old Trafford, but he's been good since then. Honestly, people, this was a bit of an uneventful game up until maybe the 70th minute for Manchester United. And that's ironic because this is a Manchester United team that I've really seen recently that I don't have full belief can rise in these certain situations and rise in certain games. But Amad Diallo decides, I am taking this game and I'm deciding this game. First goal, the equalizer. Lovely, lovely finish. Cuts inside. I thought he was going to hit it Ian Robin left style. Like, I thought he was going to hit Ian Robin, cut inside on the left, shoot, deflects off a Southampton player, comes back in, lovely finish. Second goal, same. Unbelievable finish. Lovely assist from Ericsson. That looks like the winner. It looks like. And just when you think it can't get any better for Amad Diallo, hat-trick. Hat-trick. Another lovely finish. Amad Diallo, the world is yours. The world is yours, brother. Take it. It's an amazing performance from Amad Diallo. And I think he's the one person that can hold his head up high in this team. Personally, I didn't love the Amorim selection. I don't understand why he persists with a front three of Garnacho, Højlund and Amad aside. I just don't think Højlund and Garnacho just don't seem cohesive together. I don't really understand it. They don't seem to like each other. Like, honestly, they don't seem to. Honestly, I feel like they hate each other a little bit. Does anybody feel like Garnacho and Højlund hate each other a little bit? Like that, the Højlund kicking the post when Garnacho misses. I just don't see it. I don't see the chemistry right now with Højlund and Garnacho. So I didn't love the selection from Amorim, to be quite honest. Like, we can put personnel, we can put talent into the equation, but really it's down to select your best 11. You know, and I know you have to tinker a bit with this team because of the frequency of games, the lack of training, the lack of, physicality in the team. I understand that, but sometimes it's just about, if not putting your best 11 out on the pitch, it's about putting your best front three. Because a lot of where we're falling short is in the attacking line. And I'm not going to lie, we weren't great across the board. On the ball, off the ball today, we weren't great. But we suffer in the attacking line. No, it didn't really feel like Ramsdale was getting challenged. Like, toothless strikes from Garnacho, half strikes from Garnacho, Højlund not really doing anything. Even when Xerxes comes on for a little bit, there's not oomph in the shots. There's no power in the shots. That sort of thing. Lenny Euro. I don't want to even criticise Lenny Euro. All I'll say is, welcome to the Premier League, Lenny Euro. These ain't some French plumbers that you're playing every single week. Welcome to the Premier League. It's not easy. It's very physical. Soleimani showed him that today. I'm not too sure where Euro's place right now is in the centre-back three role. He definitely has a place for the future, I think, in the team. But is it on the right side of a back three? I think seeing De Ligt move to the right centre back role and be able to deal with Soleimani, De Ligt put in a challenge that got the crowd going. De Ligt moving onto the right centre back side and then being able to deal with Soleimani on the channels worked better for me, I think, than seeing Euro. Like, Euro's getting cooked. He was getting shagged all game. So it's a lesson. It's a learning curve for him. Welcome to the league, Lenny Euro. Yeah, credit to Southampton. A few good standout performances. I don't really have much to say about a team that's accumulated 6 points in 20 league games. And this is my issue with these woke relegation teams. Why do we have woke relegation teams trying to play counter-attack, trying to play tiki-taka, trying to play styles of play? And it's funny because as Manchester United fans, like, we nearly lost to one of the worst Premier League teams ever. And I've seen last season's Burnley. I've seen 15-16 Aston Villa. I've seen 07 Derby. We've lost to one of the worst teams in the league. For a long time, we lost to nearly one of the worst teams. And my thing is with these woke relegation fodder teams. What is going on? Why are you trying to play tiki-taka? Why are you trying to counter-attack? Route 1, launch it up. Sam Allardyce style. Alan Kirbishley style. Real men, Sean Dyche. You know what I mean? Real men, authoritarian football. Route 1, launch it up. Big men in the box, smash it. Why are relegation teams doing this tiki-taka style of play? I don't understand it. I know they've moved on from that tiki-taka style of play from Russell Martin, but my God, relegation teams, stop trying to play sexy. Stop trying to play sexy. We need some Alan Kirbishley's in there. We need some Route 1 football. We need some Sam Allardyce style football. Or Peter Sean Dyche. That's a real man we lost in the league. We need some Sean Dyche football. We're going to have more and more relegation fodder teams get relegated if they try to keep up with teams in the league. How they play, their style of play. They're going to suffer. They're going to suffer. We saw it last season with Burnley. Stop playing woke football, relegation teams. Stop doing it. Yeah, overall good performances. I was really impressed with Harwood Bellis. He was throwing himself at everything. I really didn't think we were going to score, to be honest. Oguchukwu, Chelsea loanee, another solid signing from Chelsea. He was locking up the midfield. I feel like that's the second time he's locked up Cobby a little bit, to be quite honest. I feel like that's the second time Oguchukwu's locked up Cobby. Joe Aribo, good performance. Diblin, good performance. Mateus Fernandez, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even hear that brother before I watched that game. I didn't even know he was a player. Kyle Walker-Peters, he was very, very good up and down the flank. He was very, very good up and down the flank. I really, really liked him. I think he's a useful fullback. I don't know how he hasn't gotten like a slightly bigger move since Tottenham, but I really do rate him. And then Ivan Juric, this Southampton gaffer, where did they get him from? That guy, him and Amorim are having a crash out contest on the sideline. Fair enough. 6-point relegation battle. I understand it. But this Ivan Juric guy, we need more men like this in the league. None of that woke stuff. But what's next for Manchester United? Manchester United move up to 12th. Get ready, people. The road to top 10 is on. Dread it, fear, destiny arrives all the same. The top 10 battle is on for Manchester United. Next we have Brighton at home. Not gonna lie, it could be honestly a rude awakening for us. Yeah. Next we have Brighton at home, Rangers at home, Fulham away. Yeah, this team needs to rise, man. I really still don't know how I feel. I'm gassed about the result. It's 3 points. It's 3 points that are well needed. I really was thinking it was about to get ugly if we lost to Southampton. I really was thinking we are in the midst of a relegation battle. But Manchester United got the 3 points. We got out there. No more boos. No more kids crying. Listen, I'm happy. I'm happy with the 3 points here. I'm happy with the 3 points. People can say whatever, but ultimately it is down to if you get the 3 points or not. That's it. That's the TSC with myself. Please, people, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm on TikTok at the moment. I'm doing a lot of stuff on Insta. Really, really enjoying this content journey at the moment. I am seriously having a good time doing this. It's really fun to dabble a bit into the football content. But yeah, I hope people are enjoying it. Trying to stay consistent. And I'll see you next time. Take care.